Hello, I'm Jason Hervey.
I'm Jamie Lunar.
And welcome to the Wide World of Kids.
Ta-da.
If you're kind of curious or are wondering where Scott Grimes is right now, he's at Universal Studios Hollywood on the Miami Vice set, where, that's right, Universal, where he is kind of rehearsing for the next segment, which I'm about to tell you about right now.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Okay, go for it.
All right. In our next segment, Scott will introduce you to the Grand Cayman Islands in the British West Indies, where my bud Jason will introduce you to a local named Basil. The two of them will go 800 feet in a three-man sub underneath the water, and they will swim with giant-sized stingrays. They will also ride the waves with the wave runners.
Wait, are we going to swim with eels too?
I hope not.
Oh, me neither.
Wow.
Anyway.
Speaking of up and coming, you gotta see this kid. His name is Yves Charlet. He's 14 years old. He's only like this big, 5 feet tall, 85 pounds, and he's climbing the tallest mountain in all of Europe, Mont Blanc, over 15,000 feet high. Now that is up and coming.
And then Scott and Jason will take you up the Eiffel Tower and get down with a fabulous French cuisine prepared by the kids of the premier cooking institution, Le Cordon Bleu.
Cordon Bleu. So what you should do right now is you should sit back in your couch or your chair or wherever you're sitting, and you should hang out and enjoy our show. Kick it.
When it comes to rest and relaxation, there's nothing like the balmy, sun-drenched Caribbean islands. The tranquil sounds of tropical birds. The beautiful native girls. You should have started using sunscreen years ago. And the distant sound, the tropical drone. So I just received a postcard from Jason in the Cayman Islands. So what if it's the clearest waters in the world, the most beautiful women in the world, and the most awesome sunsets? Check it out, I have this whole entire island to myself. If Jason could only see me now. Now? Yeah, now. Wow! Wow!
Little did Scott realize that here at Universal Studios Miami Vice Spectacular, what you say is what you get.
Oh man, in the Cayman Islands, I mean, it's water sports galore. Look at it, you can sail, jet ski, what else? You can parasail, water ski. You can do all sorts of things. You can go out on boats, you can swim, you can fish. You know, I mean, there's even a wrecked ship out there that you can go down like pirates and look and say, there's even a submarine here that you will see later. But right now, we're heading out in the jet skis. So, watch. This is the island life for me. Hey, I might not have this whole place to myself, but at least it's quiet. Well, it was until we got here. Oh. Now, the people on this island, thank goodness, are more friendly than I am. Especially my new buddy, Basil Hamati. Now, Basil's family has been in the Caribbean for over 5 decades, but Basil isn't your typical sun-drenched island kid. Tell me, Baz, what's island life like?
Island life is real fun in the sun, like Jason said a while back. We have a lot of things to do.
And my man Baz is full on energy personified. And anything he can do to learn something new, he does it. Now, for instance, his dad is a captain for Cayman Airlines, so Baz is getting private instructions in a 727 jet. He's also a professional diver, fisherman, and is already studying law. Go Baz! Now, the Grand Cayman Islands are only 14 miles in circumference, and after a couple of days of doing what I thought was everything under the sun, Baz asked me if I was ready for an underwater revelation. And of course, me being the guy who just can't say no to adventure, I accepted. Before my encounter with Basil's unworldly friend, he wanted me to whet my appetite with a quick dive in a research submersible lab. Now that's a 3-man sub that goes down
800 feet deep. Now, I'm not used to that considering my bathtub's like 2 feet. I can't believe it. I mean, we made it 800 feet deep in the water. I mean, I'm looking at the ship with Kirk Pride. This is just awesome. Simply awesome. Man, I couldn't believe that there was anything that could ever top this. If Boz said that this wasn't anything compared to what I was about to get into, yeah, right, Boz, scary. So right about now, I'm feeling totally jazzed and pumped up. So the next step for me was to learn how to scuba dive. Piece of cake. So I took what they call a resort course, where I learned the golden principles of diving. Okay, Boz, now that I've earned my sea legs, what's next? He said, I hear you like stingrays. And I said, yeah, of course, I drive one. And then he just laughed and told me that we were heading for a place called Stingray City. But he kept laughing. Boz, why are you laughing?
Yeah! Hey, guys, Jason, just calm down. Oh, my God. Jason's excited.
Jennifer, that's a stingray.
Oh, no, really, Jason?
Look, that's a stingray. We thought it was a rock. These things are fake, right? They're not real. Oh, I guess not. Oh my God! And the guy's trying to tell me they're like puppy dogs. Oh my God! Boz and I are right now standing in what the Canadians have dubbed it Stingray City, and I'm not talking about a used car lot. These guys, their wingspan can range anywhere from 4 feet to 16 feet wide. It's made possible. And you know this is my second dive, right? And you promised me. Boz, you promised me they're not gonna bite me. They're not gonna bite me. What if I try this? They're not gonna slap me, are they? Actually, I wasn't that scared. I just didn't want no stingray sitting on my head mistaking me for a McRib sandwich. But when Stingray Man explained to me how the rays really act, he told me they were just like puppy dogs. That's when I started feeling a whole lot better. So, when you first got here, basically, when you discovered, when Jack discovered Stingray Bay, were you scared? Give me an example of something.
I was probably as frightened, if not more so, than the rays were, because we didn't know what to expect.
Now, what Stingray Man found was a docile creature he called Hooray, whom he thought was a boy. The next thing he knew, there was a bunch of little rays. Hooray was a girl. Well, enough's enough. It stands Nomura. How to separate the men from the boys. I want to tell you something. This is no Universal Studios tour attraction. It's the real thing.
It is, trust me.
I couldn't believe how beautiful this was. It was like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Not only did they look like spaceships gliding through space, they looked like eagles flying through the night. Not only, though, did they eat out of their hands, they take the fish right out of the Stingray Man's mouth. Amazing. Don't worry, Mom. They only sting if you're scared or you step on it. Ugh. Believe me, Mom, I try not to do either. This experience has made me realize how man and creatures like these can coexist. I mean, I like them so much I want to take them home and put them in my pool. But Stingray Man said that they wouldn't make it. After a while, I forgot that these guys were wild animals. I mean, I started naming them. Boy, there's Hooray, Sayray, Hooray, Ilray, Chadray, Sayray. Okay, come on. Enough of the rays. Oh, I'm running out of air and time. Wait till Scott hears about this one. Dear Scott, I can safely say that this was, without a doubt, one of the most awesome experiences I've ever had in my life. But I wouldn't recommend it to you in your condition, though. That is, if you're still suffering from that same problem. What problem? Oh, come on, Scott. You remember lacto-intestinal fortitude?
Well, now that I got rid of him, it's off to bigger and better things.
I made it to the top. About 15,750 feet, and I feel like I'm on top of the world. You know, Yves Charlet and myself are probably the youngest people ever to conquer Mont Blanc here on the French Alps. He used all that fancy gear. Me, I just used my fancy footwork. Pretty nice up here. I like it. Kind of cold, but my arms are tired. All that shit. Wait, just stay close. Oh, don't let them see that.
These are the French Alps. Pretty as a postcard, huh? I'll bet when the French first laid eyes on these monsters, they thought they were in heaven. Because when you stand beneath these colossus creations, you feel totally vulnerable. It's just awesome. The highest peak here towers over 15,000 feet above sea level. It's called Mont Blanc. That means white mountain. To a climber, Mont Blanc means white death. Why? Because it's a level of difficulty is for daredevils only. Daredevils like 14-year-old Yves Charlet, one of the youngest mountain climbers in the world.
Je ne sais pas encore au sommet. I have not made it to the top of Mont Blanc yet, but it is one of my biggest challenges in life. I would like to do it because it is a family tradition, and most of all, because it is there. And when you make it to the top, the feeling is very strong.
Mont Blanc's ominous presence, his relative's reputation, and his determination all contribute to his drive to conquer the mountain. But beneath this boy wonder is a normal kid, a kid who loves MTV, skateboards, and junk food. One of his favorite things is living at the base of Mont Blanc in this 100-year-old farmhouse where world-class climbers from all over the world come and spend the night before making their debut with a jagged edge.
My home in the mountains is very special to me. Because before my family and I lived here, my grandfather created this home away from home for traveling climbers. And whenever the mountain climbers would come here, we would share stories about Mont Blanc. And my grandfather, Monsieur Charlet, who climbed Mont Blanc over 118 times.
So, what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you want to be like your great-grandfather and climb mountains? Or what do you want to be?
I don't know yet, but I don't think I will be like my grandfather.
No?
No, I like growing.
Oh, so wait, what you're saying is you like going in different areas, you know, you like you're good at mountain climbing now, but maybe you want to be, who knows, like maybe a doctor, like go to school, see what you want to do more, right?
I like ski too.
Hey, so you might be a professional skier.
Yeah.
All right. So it's like kind of like you're leaving your options open.
You'd think that Yves would be caught between a rock and a hard place when it comes to following in his grandfather's bootstraps. Well, maybe he is a little. But for now, Yves knows exactly where he's headed, and that's up, straight up, 15,000 feet, where hundreds have died trying to make the grade. But Yves is no fool. He's following in the path of the best mountain man in town, Uncle Jean-Claude.
Seeing myself as a child. I remember how my heart would pound in my chest when I would look up at those razor-sharp cliffs. The palms of my hands would get wet. Fear is very powerful. I think to climb a mountain like Mont Blanc takes a lot of guts. Yves is a quiet boy, and I used to think maybe this is not for him. But he has learned a lot about confidence and patience. This is a dangerous field. One wrong move could be the last.
Mon oncle me surveille toujours. My uncle is always watching me. One time we were practicing and my pen came loose out of a rock and I slipped. I thought I was falling forever, but my safety strap caught me. I was very afraid. I wanted to quit after that, but my uncle said I should try once more. And I did, and everything was okay. One thing I have learned is that you must not give up when things get a little hard. Sometimes it just takes one more try. Soon I will make it to the top of Mont Blanc. Bientôt, j'atteindrai le sommet, and on that day, I will have a big party for me and my friends.
By the looks of it, I'd say Yves was totally on top of it. End of story.
came, I saw, I made it to the top. And when Eve Charlet has that party, me and the Y World, the kids are gonna be there. Now, join me, Jamie Luner, and Jason Hervey down in Florida as we introduce you to our next story, 50s style. Check her out. Jack, she is fun. Hello, honey. Hello. Oh, she's very cute. Scott,
Chill out.
Okay. You know, I already ordered for you, so the food should be here. When you know, they told me it would be here when you got here, and you're here.
Scott, how'd you know what I want to eat, nerd?
You're so weird.
To the ones that ordered the French cuisine.
Oh, she is fine.
She is very fun.
Hello, honey.
I got your French fries, I got your French toast, I got your French bread, I got your French dressing. Enjoy. Oh, anything else, hon?
No, thank you. Wait a minute. These taste weird.
Very weird.
What do you mean weird? This chef comes from all the way from France. He's from the Cordon Bleu.
There's no way. We've been there. We know all the chefs.
Get over yourself, babe. Yeah, and kiss my grit.
It's an April fit.
Jay, you know, I'm afraid of heights. Me too. Wonder how high we're going. Looks like pretty high. I'm starving too.
Hey, this restaurant is supposed to be one of the best restaurants in Paris.
Jules Verne's, I heard you have to have a reservation 6 weeks in advance.
6 weeks in advance?
Six weeks in advance.
$100 minimum. Ooh. You guys afraid of heights? Because I am.
Me too.
Stay close, Jay. How do we look, Jay?
Wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. I think I will have the cassolette de grenoles à ricotta et oripe. Jason, what would you like?
And I will have the compote de la prune in gela salade mêlée à la d'innocenta.
Lobster, Jay.
Why can't you cook like this?
Jay, if you want me to become a great chef, I've heard of a cool school right here in Paris. It's called the Cordon Bleu. Since 1895, some of the best chefs have come out of the school. That means they probably made enough pastries to make me sick for at least a couple minutes. Did you ever watch Julia Child on TV? Well, she used to have a famous cooking show. Guess what? She studied at the Cordon Bleu. And to this day, she still has a lot of young fans.
Et ensuite, les fraises, donc.
In America, I used on Sundays and Saturdays, there was a show called Julia Child, and I used to watch it because I like to cook. So then my mom, when we came here, she said that that's where Julia Child went to school, and I said then I like to go there.
Le fraisier est donc composé. You know something, Jay? The cool thing about this school is that you can start at an early age, so that by the time you get married, you can cook for your wife.
When I'll be older, I will be able to cook for myself, so I don't need to rely on my wife.
Yes, Mario. Tell me, in which circumstance do you make a genoise?
When you make a Christmas cake.
Correct answer. Very well.
Oh, why can't you cook like this?
Why can't I cook like that?
Jay, you know, Le Cordon Bleu could be the perfect school for you. They have fall, winter, and spring terms. And after these 3 terms, you can cook for me every day.
What do you mean every day?
On va donc mettre ici voilà, la génoise. Voilà. Et on a donc 2 morceaux qui étalés, cette crème, sur le biscuit. Ils sont ensemble sur le même palais.
Il y en a d'autres qui vont faire.
Donc elle est à peine tiède. C'est ici. Nous garnissons ça. Tu vas arriver. Ne cherche pas à l'aplatir trop rapidement. Il faut que ce soit progressif.
Let me tell you, in that school, you better start very young because kids only pay $14 a class. On the other hand, adults pay up to $150. And if you graduate, you could open a French restaurant at the top of the Empire State Building, and our speciality will be the Wide World of Kids cake. Mwah!
Why can't you cook like this?
Jay, you know what the best thing about taking lessons at the Cordon Bleu is? Well, it's when you get to see the final result.
Wide World of Kids.
I wonder if we can meet the chef.
Oh, the chef, that would be great.
We gotta meet him.
Hey, delicious.
Je suis Monsieur Variton, chef du Jules Verne. Voici mon assistant. Enchanté.
I bet you make good French fries.
I bet you make good French toast. French fries. French toast.
Okay, the kids from the Cordon Bleu Cooking School made this for us.
That's right, so Scott and I can eat it and take it back to the hotel and enjoy it, the whole thing. So we're gonna try it right now. Ready,
I love South America.
I love food. You know what? I love you guys.
Aww.
All right, enough with that. You know, as we travel around the world, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've kind of noticed that that kids are pretty honest with their feelings. And you know what? I honestly think that that's a good thing and that's a good sign. You know what I was also thinking, Scott?
What, Jay?
I was thinking that the more honest you are with other people, the more honest you can be with yourself. So, in general, what I'm trying to say is avoid getting yourself into trouble and be honest.
And be sensitive to people's feelings and don't hurt anyone's feelings.
It's a real fine line, but you can do it.
Okay, guys, ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. It's a wide, wide world.
Wide world.
Wide world.
Gonna find new friends. Wide world.